Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana. And today I'm excited to bring you a video about my guy, De'Aaron Fox. I was once a very heavy De'Aaron Fox collector / investor. He was one of the very first prospects that I invested into way back in 2017, his rookie year, back when buying Prism base, grading them, and selling them was kind of like a thing, and the same thing with silver. I don't know if that's still a thing or not. I think Panini kind of printed us straight out of that era. But today we're going to talk about De'Aaron Fox's last two games. We're going to look at the box scores against the Warriors. One of the hottest players in the NBA. If there's somebody hotter, let me know. He's about to win the Jerry West Mr. Clutch Award. Then we're going to look at all of the De'Aaron Foxes that I've sold on the PWCC platform. I sold a hell of a lot more on eBay, but we're going to go through a time machine and a regretful time machine, and I'll show you some of the De'Aaron Foxes that I sold too low. Some I did great on, some I sold way too low, way too early. I was too impatient. I probably should have held on to them. Then I'm going to show you the biggest and best De'Aaron Fox card that I've ever owned, which I still own, which is for sale right now. This is going to be a shameless plug for my own card, but I guess if you tell people, hey, this video is about how great Fox is, and I'm trying to sell the very last De'Aaron Fox card I have, I guess that makes it okay. I don't know. It is my channel, so I guess I can do whatever I want. It is a De'Aaron Fox card that's for sale at, I think, a pretty fair price. So that's one thing we'll show you, my last and best ever De'Aaron Fox card that I've ever owned. And then we're going to look at, we normally do hot and cold, but really none of De'Aaron Fox's cards are cold, at least not the ones that are in the card ladder index. So we're going to take a close look at the card ladder index and the De'Aaron Fox cards, the PSA 10 Fox cards. They don't have a lot in there. They do have a few. And look at what they've done over the last year, 6 months, 3 months, 1 month, especially these last 2 weeks where he's just absolutely torching the NBA. So let me get you over to screen share. We're going to start by looking at a couple box scores just so you guys know what I'm talking about. I decided to do something a little outside the box, right? I'm used to doing Jordan stuff. I'm used to doing 90 stuff. Let's talk about a modern prospect. And I think De'Aaron Fox, even though he's going to make an All-NBA team, he's going to make at least third team All-NBA. If he doesn't, shame on the voters. An All-Star, he's finally coming into his own. He's the clear-cut alpha. He's the guy. He got the max contract. He's got the purse strings and the control and the puppet strings for the entire Sacramento Kings, which are up 2-0 in their series against the Golden State Warriors. So let's look at his box scores. Here we go. This is game one that I've got pulled up. Here's Fox's stat line. Played 40 minutes. That's Alpha City right there in a must-win game. It's their first playoff game in like a bazillion years, almost 2 decades. A long time coming. Great fan base in Sacramento. Incredible home court advantage against the defending champions and the aging, we'll say, Golden State Warriors, a team that's kind of in flux. And so some people thought the Warriors were going to come out of the West. Some people, like me, thought the Kings may beat the Warriors. I thought it was a toss-up. I will say this, on FanDuel, I did put money on the Kings winning the series because I like the odds. If you put a gun to my head and made me choose, I would have probably not been able to choose. That's how interesting this series is, with this youthful, invigorated fan base and young upstart team who's just excited to be there, and these fresh legs and this crazy speed with Fox and Malik Monk, and then this Jokic light 2.0 center, Sabonis kind of doing his thing in a Jokic kind of way, against some of the GOATs, right? One of the greatest dynasties that there ever was in the NBA. Even though I'm not a huge Warriors fan, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that they belong up there. A couple of those teams in the past, 10 years have been some of the greatest teams that the NBA has ever seen, certainly on the offensive end especially. They are aging. There are concerns. There is no rim protection. There is not really any team speed. The young guys they have, I thought were crap, but everybody seemed to love Kuminga and Moody, who seems to be completely lost and in the doghouse. Jordan Poole is just Jekyll and Hyde. You don't know what you're going to get. Super talented. We've seen him do crazy stuff on offense. Certainly not willing on the defensive end yet. Draymond Green's up to his old antics, got ejected. We'll see if he gets suspended for Game 3. I don't think he will, since Sabonis sort of instigated it. But let's talk about Fox. That's what we're here to talk about. They're up 2-0. Can they win the series? Tell me in the comments. Can the Kings win this freaking series and dethrone the champions? A team that hasn't been in the playoffs for almost 2 decades, can they come in and dethrone the Golden State Warriors with everybody on the court? Nobody's hurt. Nobody's injured. They're full strength, and they're down 2-0, and they're looking at a 2-0 deficit going back home to Golden State. Can they shoot their way out of it? I think they missed 63s in the first 2 games. De'Aaron Fox goes 40 minutes, 13 to 27, 4 for 8 from 3, 8 for 12 from free throw line. Not the greatest free throw shooter. He did have 5 assists, 3 steals, and a whopping 38 points. He had a 4 plus minus in that game. Again, carried the load, playing 40 minutes with, honestly, not a great game from Sabonis. I mean, he had 16 boards, but he only had 12 points on 5 of 17 shooting, and the Warriors did kind of fluster him. Harrison Barnes did chip in well. Game 2, let's see what Fox did. He went 35 minutes, 10 of 23, 2 for 10 threes. Not a great three-point shooter, although he is improved, much improved. 2 for 2 from the line. He had finished with 24, 9 points, 5 boards, and 9 assists, 5 boards, and 4 steals, and a block in that game, leading them to victory with a plus-minus of 1. So 2 huge games in a row from Fox. All right, let's look at some of the Fox cards that I've sold over the years. Fox is hot. That's basically what I'm getting at. Fox is hot. I'm going to plug my last Fox card. I'd love to sell it to somebody on the channel that's willing to kind of send a payment, get a lump sum deal done. This is like, I feel like a used car salesman, but I'm really trying to get out of this money so I can put it into a nice big 5-figure Jordan card and put it on the channel and talk about it and post a mail day and post Instagram pictures and all the good stuff that goes with that. Or maybe I spread it out over, 10 PSA 8 $1,000 Jordan cards, but it would create some great content. Anyway, I'm trying to get out of Fox and into Jordan. So if anybody's watching wants to help me out, let me know. But here's what I've sold with De'Aaron Fox. So I'm in my PWCC vault. I went into historical items, meaning this is going to show all the Foxes that I've had that I think that I've sold, or no, maybe I shipped some of them out. That might be what it was. It's not going to tell you what I sold them for, but just to give you an idea, I wasn't lying. I had 94 Fox cards in my vault. Again, I had a few hundred that I never put into the vault because I was selling them on eBay, but he was one of my very earliest investments, along with Ben Simmons, who, don't laugh, I got out of Ben Simmons at a great time and moved all that money into Doncic his rookie year. So I got out of Ben Simmons at a very, very great time in 2018, to be quite honest with you, and then I transitioned all that money into Doncic. But Jaylen Brown, Giannis, Fox, and Ben Simmons were kind of the earliest guys, right? And then later on, I progressed into Donovan Mitchell, Anthony Simons, Kevin Porter Jr. But those first 4 guys that we mentioned, Fox, Brown, Simmons, Ben Simmons, and Giannis, were kind of my 4 earliest prospects, and I bought in mass. I mean, I bought in large quantities, and so you can see I sold a blue ice De'Aaron Fox PSA 10. I actually sold that one in the weekly listing. I don't even know. I wonder if it'll show you what I sold it for. I don't know. Then a blue Prism De'Aaron Fox, not a blue ice, but a blue, number to 199, PSA 10. Purple Prism, serial number to 75, Gem Mint, BGS 9.5. A Fast Break Red, number to 125, BGS 9.5. An orange De'Aaron Fox Optic, number to 199, BGS 9.5. Prism Autograph Fox, Prism Autograph Fox, Prism Autograph Fox. These are all pristines. These are all gems. A Revolution BGS 10 on-card autograph rookie card Fox, BGS 10. If you see the little airplane, that means I had it shipped to me and then I sold it either on Instagram, Facebook, or eBay. If you see, obviously weekly listing, I think here, let me just go ahead and try and click it and see if it'll show me what I sold that card for. Yeah, it'll show you. So look at this. I sold a Fast Break Autograph Fox BGS 9 for $108. That is a screw up, a massive, massive screw up that I drastically regret just giving it too early. Let's go back up here and look at the biggest seller probably. This was the Blue Ice Fox PSA 10. We're talking about a pretty rare card. Sold for $1,000. It's probably a $4,000 card today. So stupid mistake. I mean, I shouldn't say it probably is. I don't know what it is. I know one thing. If somebody was selling me one for $1,000, I'd buy it and try to flip it. That's just kind of giving you an idea of some of the stuff I sold. If we keep going, a lot of Prism Signature Foxes down here. A Luck of the Lottery Mojo, serial number to 25 Fox. Hoops Hot Signatures Fox. White Prism Fox. You get the drift. 94 Fox sales, right? You can look up here. I've got it highlighted. 94 results. So 94 Foxes that I pulled out of the vault or sold in the weekly or pulled them out out and sold them. And here is the banger. You ready? So this is the card that I've got left. Some of you follow me on Instagram may already know what it is. It's a monster. It's a Pop 15, actually. It says Pop 14, but there's been one added, so it's a Pop 15. This is his 2017 National Treasures True RPA, True Rookie Patch Autograph, 3-color patch, 3-break patch. It's a PSA 10, no grade for the autograph, but it's right there in the middle of the card. It's blue. It's not off card or anything crazy like that. It's serial number 26 out of 99. I think it's one of De'Aaron Fox's best rookie cards. We'll go look at, in a second, we're going to go look at the history of the sales of this exact card and this exact grade, and we'll check that out. But there's the back of the card. There's the front of the card. The card's for sale. I've got it listed on eBay, as you can see right here, for $12,000 OBO, and then I've got it listed on PWCC Fixed Price Marketplace for $12,000 OBO. And so both of those are there. I'm not going to put it up for auction. I'd rather not put it up for auction. I think the last one sold for $9,300. But I think it was certainly before last night's game, and it may or may not have been before Saturday's game 1 where they beat the Warriors. I don't know, but again, I'm looking to get out of Fox and get into some more MJ. So if anybody out there is a big Fox collector, or you know anybody who's a big Fox collector, send them my way. I'd love to get a private deal done for this card. Obviously, I'm going to be willing to work a little bit better with people off of platform where there's no fees involved. But if you have a PWCC vault, it's real easy. It's an instantaneous transfer. I initiate an ownership transfer. Boom, boom, you're done. It's in your vault immediately. But otherwise, I just have it shipped straight from my PWCC vault to any domestic USA address that the buyer would desire, and I will send it FedEx priority overnight. I will pick up the tab on the shipping. I'm sorry, if it's coming from the vault, it'll be shipped USPS with a tracking number, insured, and all that stuff. If it's in my possession, I always ship FedEx priority overnight. By the way, that's a lesson for anybody shipping really a 4-figure card, but certainly a 5-figure card. Ship the card FedEx priority overnight. It's well worth it. Just eat it, do it, forget about it, because it always gets there the next morning, and it's like magic. And it's knock on wood or knock on ceramic or whatever this table's made out of. It's always worked. Let's look at some Fox cards. So I'm in Card Ladder. I've got Fox pulled up. Here's his cards. I've got it sorted by PSA 10. Card Ladder's only got 12 results. That gives you an idea of how relatively good player, but not really ever had the spotlight shined on him like he does right now. And I don't think he's ever been more in the focus of collectors and NBA fans than he is right now. So 12 results come up. That's not very many. If I'd have plugged in LeBron James PSA 10, there'd been hundreds of, maybe thousands of results. But we got the De'Aaron Fox, the best performing card over the last 3 months in PSA 10 for De'Aaron Fox is his Prism base. And this is, again, just the cards that are in the Card Ladder database. The base, right? Who would have ever thought? Let's click it. Let's look at it. Let's dive in. How awesome is it that on Wednesday, April 19th, 2023, after all we've been through as a hobby, I can actually say a Pop 2883 card has almost tripled in value over the last, 3 months. That's nuts, right? Base was dead. Base might still be dead for certain years, but 2017 Fox base are not dead, and I'll show you it. I've got the graph to prove it. Lots of data points. Anybody out there who's screaming those are manipulated is an idiot, because it's too many data points, right? Over the last 1 year, we're talking about 363 sales. So almost a sale a day on average over the last year. We've seen what the market's done over the last year. It's not green. It's very, very deep, dark, bloody red. But this De'Aaron Fox base PSA 10 has somehow managed to go up 85%. Let's narrow the focus. Over the last 6 months, up 80%, right? As low as $28 in the last 6 months. No, as low as $18.50. Someone picked one of these up for $18.50. By the way, it's $19 to grade a stupid card with PSA now, and you're not getting a 10. They're going to give you a 9 because they give me 9s all the time, and 8s and 6s and in 6s and in 8s. I don't know what the F is going on with PSA right now. I'm trying not to cuss as much. 3 months, up 200%. In 3 months, starting with the beginning data point of $23.75 in January. That's this year, 2023. Someone could have scooped up 10 of these De'Aaron Fox cards for $230. Now they're selling, the last one sold for $71.57, $69.29. I think you can get 70 for this card. I think over the next 7 days, we're going to see the card selling for in the 70 range, maybe 75. Maybe it keeps pushing. Let me know in the comments what you think. Again, I don't want to, hide the ball here. That's a big ass pop, right? By my standards, for sure, because I'm a 90s collector. That's a huge ass pop, but it ain't 20,000 like Doncic and Zion. So you're looking at it here. There's been almost 7,000 graded between PSA and BGS. It's got a 42% gem rate. There's 2,883 of De'Aaron Fox base prisms out there. Let's look at a sexier card. Slightly sexier, but the new base, which is what? Silver, right? Pop 535. Much more manageable. Going to be a lower gem rate. Nope. Higher gem rate. 50% gem rate. That's nuts. A lot of people decided to grade these with Beckett. So 589 there. About 1,600 total have been graded. A little bit over. 535 PSA 10s. $300 a pop. The 496 PSA 9s at $60. That seems like a better buy to me. I'd rather a PSA 9 silver than, well, you tell me, what would you prefer? A PSA 9 silver is $60. A PSA 10 base is $70. I'd rather the silver PSA 9, to be quite honest with you. For a long-term hold, it's just a better card. I mean, the silver is just a better looking card. The pop is significantly lower on the silver. It's about 1/6 of what the PSA 10 base is, as we saw, which was $28.83. But this is what the silver's done over the last 3 months. Oh, not just slightly up. Up 160%. If you bought 5 of them, you could have bought 5 of them for about $600. Those same 5 today will be $1,500. That's real dollars, man. That's a $900 profit if you had the balls to dive in and buy 5 of these bad boys. But the silver is crushing it right now. A little volatility here, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 significantly up over April 10th. So over the last 9 days, they've really jumped clearly over the 250 mark, and it looks like pretty consistently 1, 2, 3 over the 300 mark. Let's see where it goes from here. Maybe it will plateau. Maybe the Warriors will come back and win the series, dude. I don't know, but that's the beauty of prospecting. And if you're a collector watching this, hang in there with me. I've got collector videos coming out the butt, but this one is about primarily investing in investing in ultra modern prism, which is still fun to talk about. De'Aaron Fox purple, color match, right? Kinda. It's a De'Aaron Fox optic purple. These were not serial numbered, but they're much more rare. Back then, optic was significantly more rare than prism. It may still be. I don't know. I lost track because they printed the hell out of everything. There's only been 116 of these graded by PSA. There's only 67 PSA 10s out there. It's selling for, last sold was $188. That was 2 nights ago, so that would not reflect their win in game 2. So short-term flippers didn't get a chance to jump on this one yet. If you want to go see what they're selling for on eBay, you can click this button. Maybe you get one for less than $188. I don't know. I didn't click the button. I'm not going to do that. But that's what the card looks like. Good-looking card. Fox facing up. Obviously, it's taken at a photo shoot. Nobody has that much time in the NBA. 67 pop, $187 card. Is this card worth? Let's see. This is a pop 67. The silver PSA 10 is a pop 535. This card is half the price. Let me know what you think. Would you rather the purple optic or would you rather the silver? His base, even his base optic, which is a chintzy little card. I'm sorry, it is. It's a pop 1,843. That's a big number. What did we say the base PSA was? 2,883. So not quite as many, but still a hell of a lot. About the same gem rate, 1,843. This is his base optic. That's what it looks like. I think the base optic looks better than purple. I know it's a color match purple and all that, but honestly, I think this base looks cool. This is one of my favorite year optics and what they look like. I just, from an aesthetic standpoint, I just love the look of that card. Over the last 3 months, the optic base PSA 10 is low as $20. Is that the lowest? Yes, $20.77. 2 sales in a row, fit right at $50. Again, little numbers, right? But fun if you're a Fox investor. Fun if you invested in Fox and bought this card for $1 like I did in 2017. This is a $1 card. Okay, and anybody who doesn't believe me can go back and look at it. The card was $1, man. You could have bought 5 of these for $10 shipped off of eBay. You could have, and you could have run it up the flagpole with PSA for probably $10 or $8 maybe even back then. PSA might have been charging. So you can make real money on these cards. And again, I don't know if you can now. I don't advise anybody to go out there and scoop up a bunch of base prism or optic PSA 10s, especially not after they've run up 200% and 77% respectively over the last 3 months. But that just gives you an idea. His optic hollow, which I think is one of the baddest looking, dude. This is a great looking card. His optic hollow, to me, it looks better than his silver prism, and I very rarely choose optic over silver, but I like this card better. 258 pop. 58% gem rate. Damn, that's high. Really surprised me there. That card's been on a steady uptick, right, over the last 3 months. Going from as low as 85.80 all the way up to the last 2 sales of 148 and 149. So it's interesting. You got a lot of stuff to choose from here in Fox. The one card, we've got his orange, number to 199 here. We've got his red. Those don't sell as much. Those are much lower pop 24, so you're not going to see many. The red's a pop 8, that's a good looking card too. I know it's not a color match. It's kind of weird, red, purple, light blue, but pretty good looking card there. A lot of people love that rated rookie. A lot of 80s baseball collectors remember chasing the Canseco and chasing, the Don Russ rated rookies and whatnot. His Cornerstones is in here. That has sold twice over the last 3 months. Actually went down. This is his 2017 Cornerstones downtown rookie with the cartoon lion in the background with the creepy ass Bobby Portis eyes. I don't know what's happening there. I don't know what a Thunderbird or whatever the hell that vehicle is has to do with Sacramento. Maybe there's more to it than I know about. But pretty cool looking card if you're into creepy lions and animal cards and stuff like that, which if you are, I'm not judging anybody here. Here's my card. This card I'm trying to sell. Probably not the best sales pitch, but here's why. The card sold in February, and the one that sold in February, here's the thing, on Card Ladder, they don't make any distinction between PSA 10s and PSA 1010s, I don't think. And I think this card that sold right here on February 8th was a PSA 1010. Let me see if I don't know if I can look that up. Where's the sales now? View sales. Can I view sales? I don't know if I can view sales. View all listings now. So anyway, that's what the card looks like. Obviously, you just saw mine, so you know what the card looks like, but that's not my card. So it sold for $10,200 February 8th, and then it sold for $9,300 a couple of days ago before Game 2. Again, I think 4/16 was the date of, what's the date of this game? That first game was on Saturday, whatever that date is. I can't remember. What is the date? The 19th, so 18, 17, 6. So it was after Game 1, but before Game 2. That's what we're looking at right there. So anyway, $9,300 was the last sold. Mine's $12,000 or best offer. I'm always willing to listen and talk, but I'm not really in a crazy hurry to give the card away. I think the card's more valuable than $9,300 today, but it might burn me, and maybe the Warriors win the next 4 games, and then nobody talks about Fox again, ever, as long as he's alive. Who knows? You never know. That's what prospecting is. So let's look at the highest selling Fox cards that have ever sold. I've got De'Aaron Fox plugged in, no reference to grade or anything like that, so it's going to include Raws, PSA, BGS, SGC, whatever. Biggest Fox card that ever sold is this monster right here that sold on PWCC. Damn, that's a big card. It's got almonds in there. That was their little sponsor on their jersey or whatever, so that's about one of the coolest patches you'll ever see. That's the Emerald Parallel, serial number to 5. That card sold for $12,600 almost exactly 30 days ago, so big sale there. Here's the one I was referencing. Yeah, and it was a PSA 1010. That's what I thought. So that's why this card hit $10,200. 10 for the card, 10 for the auto. That auto's better than mine. There's no doubt about it. That auto's better than mine. Maybe that's why this auto wasn't graded. Again, I bought the card graded. And I'll tell you, I bought the card for $4,500 if I recall. I might be wrong. I might have been $5,400 or $4,500 or something like that. But I bought it somewhere in that range. So I'm doing great on the card. That's why I'm a little bit more willing to move on the price, although I'm not giving the thing away because I know what the card's worth. So this would probably not be a PSA 10 auto if I had to guess. I think I could safely say that. And this card's, it's a better card, right? It's a better card. But that card sold on February 8th, so about a month, about 2.5 months ago, that card sold for $10,200. And that card is a Pop 1, which makes it super unique. Next, we got this gold, man. This gold that Probstein sold. Somebody sold a serial number to 10 gold Fox rookie, 2 9s, a 9.5, and 8.5 for $9,708. Again, these are 2023 sales, right? Remember, when we look at all this sales data, what are we normally seeing was when we sort it by the highest ever sold? 2021, first quarter, 2021, late 2020. Sometimes late 2021. We are not seeing 2023, but for Fox, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023. Here's another one, right? That's the last National Treasures RPA, True RPA PSA 10 that sold, 2023. April 16th, fast break, black, 1 of 1, 2023 for $8,700. Another Fox gold. This is a gold parallel. This one does go back to 2022. That's a good looking card too there. Really cool looking patch there. Kind of interesting looking patch there. PSA 10 gold parallels were serial number to 10, as you know. And then we go down here, a logo man sold, but that was way back in 2018. So for 4 years, that was the highest selling Fox card of all time. And then we see the same gold card sold, so it probably didn't get paid on Probstein the first time. It probably needs to be fixed on the card ladder, dealy. But that's it. That's all I wanted to show you guys. Just give you an idea of what's out there. Shamelessly plug my own card and try to get a deal done with one of the fine gentlemen or ladies that watch this channel. I hope there's no shame in that, and I hope it's not. I hope it's well received, because I don't see how it's any different than posting it on Instagram and asking people. I just know I got a lot of eyeballs on the channel. Hopefully you guys watch most of my videos and are still listening at this stage of the video. I've probably rambled a little bit too long about De'Aaron Fox, but he's hot. He's a great prospect. I'm sad and regretful that I sold all the rest of those way too early and left all that money on the table, but that's the hobby, man. And that's why in every episode, no matter what happens money-wise, keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby. Peace. Thanks for watching.